Listen to that calm, serene, peaceful music of the AMS2 main menu. Hello everyone, Ped Gives Up here and thanks for tuning in for another video. Now, as I mentioned, today we're in Automobilista 2, sim that I'm not really the biggest fan of, for reasons I'll get into, but what I do like is the breadth of content that AMS and AMS2 features. Basically, it's got a lot of stuff from South America, being a Brazilian developer, you would expect that, but it's also got a lot of stuff from the 90s and from the early 2000s, which, being the filthy millennial that I am, I'm all about. Now, at the time of recording, they've just released this new DLC. I'm not a fan of the fact that this is already in the game and you have to pay for it to unlock it. They're doing the season pass thing, which I'm not a fan of seeing in sims like this. I feel like that's more of a thing for more mainstream gaming, but I'm not going to complain that much because we've got Silverstone, which has just been added to the game, but we've also got 4 layouts of Silverstone. We've got the modern layout, which you see in front of you, the 2001 layout, the 1975 layout, and the 1991 layout. I don't know why the 91 layout has come after the 75 layout, because it didn't earlier. That's quite strange. Anyway, now I do love the current layout of Silverstone. It's one of my favourite tracks. I love driving it. Good flow, good top. It's a fast track. Lots of overtaking opportunities, and it really rewards just precise driving. And like I said, it's a blast to drive around. Now, as I mentioned, I'm a filthy millennial, so naturally the 2001 Silverstone is kind of a track I gravitate towards, and it's what we're going to be driving today. The car we're driving is the newer Formula V10 that they just released to go with it. Now, I think the car is free, but the track is paid. This is a variant of the Formula V10, which is already in the game, but this has got more of a sort of a mid to late 90s aesthetic. It kind of reminds me of the 96, 97 Williams, and when we see the cockpit view, you'll see what I'm all about. Anyway, we're going to do a 10-lap race against the AI. I should also note it is absolutely sweltering in the UK, as I'm sure a lot of people watching might know. So this is going to be a bit of a sweaty one. Let's get to it. Here we are then on the grid. And lights on, away they go. Forgot to put it in first before the line there. Before the lights went out, I should say. Amateur mistake there, Andrew. Nevertheless, through cops the first time. AI is a little bit slow through the corners. I tried finding the right AI settings. That would mean I would have a bit of fun, but I wasn't sweating too hard, which I'll be completely honest, I'm doing as it is. A bit aggressive there from the AI though, a bit of contact. Never mind, damage is turned off. And down the hanger straight for the first time. Gotta say, I am loving this sort of fake Foster's advertising that we're seeing around the track. Very nostalgic. See if we can have him down the inside. Yeah, it's very slow. I'm having to go into first gear, which you do not want to do in a Formula 1 car. Okay, on to what is now the main straight. Of course, nowadays we turn right, but back then we would have turned into this chicane here. Because I'm stupid, I didn't bother looking at the corner names. I do remember this is Bridge Corner though. Flat out as God intended. This car is very, very lively on the throttle. You've got to be so careful. One thing I do like about AMS is the Formula 1 cars. The other Formula V10, and some of the earlier ones from the 90s. The Formula V10, the Formula V12 I should say. I do prefer AMS 1, but AMS 2, still find a bit of enjoyment, if it is lacking in some departments. And I'm certainly enjoying driving this version of Silverstone. It doesn't exist in, well, any sims really. I mean, it's in iRacing, but it's one of the free tracks when you first subscribe to iRacing. And I don't think I've done a single race there because it's just not in any race sort of rotation. And to be honest, a track like this, you kind of owe it to yourself to drive it in sort of era-specific cars. I feel like that's just part of the experience. And we're certainly getting that experience now in this very 90s inspired Formula 1 car. Like I mentioned, it does seem like a 95, 96 Williams, which happens to be one of my favourite F1 cars of all time. The FW18, I believe, is the one that Damon won the 96 championship in. Get off the grass. This green and white car big on my mirrors thinks better of it as we go into cops. Very twitchy through them. I'm surprised I didn't spin it, for me, to be totally honest. Maggots and Beckus the first time. You can carry a lot of speed into these corners. As we go down, you try to force our way past that orange and black car. It's kind of like an arrows. Down the hanger straight. In this guy's slipstream. Gonna break a little bit early, let them have a fight. You know, some very twitchy movements on the steering wheel. AI, please. I tell you what, they have nailed the sound of this car. If AMS can, if Riser Studios can just make some tweaks to the physics, get the tires, get the tires feeling as they did in AMS 1, and try to make some changes to the force feedback, then yeah, this would be certainly a great sim. But presently, like I mentioned, it is lacking. Oh, we're going to go around the outside of cops. We certainly are. He's still there, though. Right, seems to have backed off a little bit. The AI is a bit slow through the corners, I've noticed. As I mentioned, I want to have fun more than anything. Especially in such hot weather as this. Yeah, it is about 28 degrees in my bedroom right now. It's fucking hot. Okay. Oh. That Husingfeld liveried car there. Papa Nils. Please send me some pedals. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I've got a great personality. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. I am having quite a lot of fun just wheeling this car around. Looking forward to when the weather's a bit cooler, so then I'll be a bit more motivated to get on my sim rig a bit more. Now they have also released Hockenheim, which includes the Monday Hockenheim, as well as... Oh god, oh, we've run wide. Stay out of the wall, please. Still a bit of tarmac, actually. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so the Hockenheim, modern layouts of Hockenheim, as well as the historic versions, the 2001 and 1988, and I think the 70s version as well. So I'll definitely be driving that. On the inside. Thank you very much. Keep it in second. Thankfully, we're not getting bullied by any 999 British Grand Prix, where Michael Schumacher went off and broke his leg. I remember that race because I was watching it, and yeah, this accident. And then I went upstairs and played on my PS1 because Michael wasn't racing, I didn't want to know about it. And I remember that so vividly. It's really strange it's really strange the things you remember from your childhood, from when you were really young. God, I would have been 6 at the time. We're fighting to keep the car going straight now. I can't remember if I turned tyre wear off. I think I did. Couldn't see that car. I was being a bit overly cautious there. Couldn't see him because my character's hands were in the way. Oh, come on, mate, get a move on. There we go. I tell you what, I would love to do this online. I think maybe I need to create my own server if no one's doing it. Because this is a ton of fun. There are some things that are just, you know, right. This kind of F1 car around old style Silverstone. It's just one of those things. Hey, I cut the grass there as we go. Come on, the back end just doesn't want to stick. Again, that's another thing that I've got an issue with AMS is, you know, you lose the back end and then the front end just grips up. It's really weird. It's just not how cars behave. And I know I keep comparing this to AMS 1. Truth is, you kind of can't avoid it because it is Rise's other game and it is superior to this game. Which is a shame because I think with these graphics, with this variety of content, if AMS 2 had AMS 1's physics and handling characteristics and tyre model and force feedback and all that good stuff, then this would be a pretty, Jesus Christ, a pretty top tier sim. By the way, that blue car kind of looked like a Tyrrell. Kinda. We're on lap 7 already. Time has just flown by. Well, time flies when you're having fun. And I'm certainly having fun today. Have to go in first. Short shift into third for traction seems to be the way through that corner. I think it's Stowe. I'm sure it's Stowe. Jesus! God, I love just flying through bridge corner. Was not prepared for the AI to be so slow though. Yeah, wheel bang going on as well. Jeez, so this gold and black car is really not giving me any quarter. We'll have it, cops, though. God, reminds me of playing F1 2000 on my PS1. Went down the inside, he shut the door on us. Gold cars. Not making it easy for me. Oh no. Sorry, at least we're the right way around. Oh, spoke too soon! Oh dear. Good job I got the damage turned off. My own fault. I thought the traffic was a lot further behind. Oh well. I know they did in the race. We can, at least this way, we can make a few more overtakes before the end of the race. Oh, bridge corner. I do miss it. Downhill, you turn. That decompression must have felt amazing for the drivers. who did this in real life. And you know what? I gotta say, Ryza have really nailed the look of this track. Considering all they have ready to go on is, I imagine, just archive footage and archive footage and old photos. Jesus Christ! Why is the AI so slow? Yeah, they got archive footage. But I did mention earlier that this track is in iRacing, like a 2008 scan of the track in iRacing. So I imagine they must have played that a few times. Oh, there we go. 2 in 1 corner, nearly. Find 30s as soon as just for traction. You know what? I've been here. I have stood right here because at the F1 Grand Prix, this area is the fan zone, and it's pretty much entirely open. This is where all the food places are. Well, not here, obviously. This is part of today's track, but yeah, it is quite strange when you're standing there, especially when, you know, like me, you kind of grew up with this as being the British Grand Prix, and being able to stand where the cars went. It's an interesting feeling. Oh, he's right there. Right, he's backing off a bit. We're on the last lap as well. You know what? I could go for 10 more laps. Bridge corner for one final time. Flat out. Love it. Unfortunately, we're behind this train, so we can't really send it as much as I would like to. Ooh, nearly lost it there. And for good measure, let's just take those out. Surprised I didn't do it sooner, to be honest. And there we go. That is a short sprint race. Oh, let me get my headset off. Short sprint race in the Formula V10 Gen 1. Gen 1. That's what it is. Silverstone 2001. Absolutely love this layout. I love the current layout. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of a shame that this version just doesn't exist anymore. The parts of track that were sacrificed, basically, they are not in use. Like I mentioned, they use part of the fan zone, and for some race weekends it's also a car park, which is a great shame that such a fantastic layout, such a fantastic track is basically gone now. But in the virtual world, we still get to enjoy it, and that is fantastic, in my opinion. That's just another check mark for the great things that sim racing can make you feel, you know. Anyway, guys, I could waffle on, but I think I got my emotions clear during the course of that race. I am absolutely warm, is the word I'm going to use. Very warm. But yeah, if you like this video, then by all means leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.